Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've actually put a good video up, I guess. But today I'm going to go through and go over both the gardens we have. So we have this garden back here that my son's been taking care of. And then we have the garden my wife has been mainly taking care of off to the side of the house. So let's take a look at what we got. All right, so first bed here, we've been throwing all kinds of composting items out here and just hopefully just letting everything break down. So get that going with the trellis coming over here with some squash, I believe, growing up here, or maybe it's koozies. Or no, loofah. That's what my wife was saying it was. And we have a lot of tomatoes here, and back here okra and maybe a couple cucumbers. And then my wife is gonna kill me if I mess this up, but trombonzinos, I believe, is what she said they were. So yeah, I'll just go with that. And then koozies, we have one big one going here, and this one's actually coming in mighty nice because it's coming up over here. So my wife says this is one of her favorite spots because she's able to take a look under the shade of the plants that she's put in. And then another composting area. This one we haven't really done much with, but my wife did plant a watermelon in, and as you can see, there is one flowering there. So we'll be good there. Another one that we need to get dirt in. These two areas back here, we kind of took the beds out and replaced them up in the main garden area. But we've been trying to get some stuff to grow here, and you can see the humidity with the glass jars we're using there. And then there's been several plants that we've put in here that have been ripped out by the birds. So there's that. And then spaghetti squash growing there. And I think more squash in that area. But yeah, this one was ripped out like 3 or 4 times by birds. So we had to be vigilant on that one. All right, let's go take a look at the inside of the enclosed, well, what used to be enclosed garden area. Don't mind the mess over there, still tearing down that coop area. My son's pride and joy, his corn. He is super excited about that, but as you can see with some of the leaves, we got a lot of grasshoppers out here that are doing their destruction. And then I forgot what those were. I believe maybe cucumbers, but we also got cucumbers over here. And we actually have one finally coming in, sprouting a little bit there, so that's that. And then I don't remember what this one is, but where is there a label anywhere? There is not even a label, so it's fine. And then we have 2 watermelons that we planted back here. This one here, which is trying, but we'll see how much longer we wait on that one to finally grow in. And then this one seems to be coming in decently, so we're waiting on those, watering those heavily. Back there, the previous owner planted asparagus, and we have kind of kept it and cut it down and ate it, and it's delicious. So it's continuing to grow. We're thinking about maybe transplanting that, but we don't want to kill it off because it does take a while for those to grow so you can harvest them. Then tons and tons of sweet potatoes. Well, I say tons, like the foliage on top, sure, there's a lot. Hopefully we yield a lot of sweet potatoes out of this. And back at the corn. I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to work, because this is like a raised garden bed, so never really seen anybody grow corn in that way, but hey, who knows? Maybe I should look more, but you know, we're gone. Now let's go to the main garden. All right, so we're in the main garden now. Got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beds. So we'll start back here. So we have the zucchini that my wife has been trying to grow, but for whatever reason, they will sprout a little bit, but then they'll shrivel up and pretty much just looks like they dehydrate and die. We got one currently growing in there, if you can see it. And then we got some of these panhead squash growing in, so that one's coming in nice. And let's see, we got another little one here. It looks like it's coming in. And some ground cherries. Looks like rosemary coming in. My daughter loves sunflowers, so she planted some here. Got some tomatoes back there. A lot of tomatillos coming in on this one. Some of these aren't exactly, no, they're not filling out just yet, but they husk is. So can't wait to have some of those. Let's go over here. 2 more composting beds. Then we have was it? We have some of these peppers here, more peppers there. Can't exactly remember which ones those are. These are the Polish wax peppers, I believe. And then we have a couple bell peppers coming in. Yeah, more bell pepper there, bell peppers right there. Another ground cherry that we had to put in over here because one of the plants ended up dying. Another sunflower there. Then we have some salvia plants in here that have been bringing in quite a few of the pollinators, so we're good there. And then, let's see. Look at more peppers down there. I think that's a bell pepper as well. And we have Anaheims over here. So, my youngest son, who loves shishito peppers, so we grew some of these. My wife harvested some, but there's still quite a bit that are coming in on here. Then probably one of the larger sunflowers there. Tons of cherry tomatoes growing up on the back end. And so this one here and these three right here, my wife said she planted seeds that she had saved from grocery store vegetables. And the weird thing is that she said it from the same vegetable, but then we get this right here. We're not sure what kind of pepper that is, but a different kind of pepper is growing in right there. So it's interesting to see what we're going to get off of those. Then oh yeah, that's more peppers plants right here. Got some babies coming in there. I think jalapenos. These are going to be delicious. So I can't wait for those to come in. And then, oh, we got a tomato that's blushing right here. I'll have to let my wife know. She likes to come out and get these when they start to blush a little bit. Then, for the most part, tomatoes and basil. Lots and lots of basil coming out here. My wife harvested a lot of these basils, so if they look sad, it's because they just got harvested this morning. We got some little bit of tomatoes growing up in there. And then more tomatoes on the back. There's a ton of variety of tomatoes. I'm not exactly sure what all tomatoes she's gotten. I think one of these ended up being like purple, which was delicious. And then if you look at some of these, like this one here is like just elongated. And I thought it was going to be an eggplant, and she's like, no, it's a specific kind of tomato. So I'm like, all right. We have one big tomato that was growing back there, and she plucked that one this morning. We have another one of these growing here, so that's cool. But the tomatoes are finally all starting to come in, and a lot of the basil's helping keep a lot of the insects away, which was a pretty surprising fact that I didn't know. But everything's looking mighty fine out here. So those are gonna be good.